and we're going to get an MOT. I've just literally tried to get it off the driveway before it warmed up properly, and it weren't happy. You know, it's like little bit cold morning, and trying to get it off the drive just so I wasn't sitting on the drive waking the neighbours up, you know. Saturday morning, 8 o'clock, I ain't got a watch on today. The MOT station opens at 9. Take me about an hour to get there. Let's go. Hopefully we'll get a pass this time. I've done the handbrake, I've done the lights. We should be good. Hopefully, anyway. Well, I'm here. So now I've just got to hang around, wait until they eventually open. So I'm a little bit early, and then we can chill out. I've got to go to work after. I've got to drop this off, go to work, and then hopefully we'll have a pass. If any luck, if we've got a pass, that would be absolutely brilliant if we've got a pass. And then come home from work, pick it up, and I'll probably go for a little drive just to get it all moving, you know. Because the trouble is, sitting on the driveway ain't no good for it. No good whatsoever. No good whatsoever. Quite a nice little estate, sort of town thing around here. It's quite out of the way. There's the MOT station there. That's where we're going to be going. It's the only one I can find that does this type of Talbot. You know, everywhere else it don't fit in the bloody MOT station. Everywhere close to home anyway. So I had to find this one. You ever do this thing where you pretend to be angry at something? It's like something that I don't know why, sometimes I feel like I have to do. It's like, for example, when I was in the MOT for this last time, and remember it failed on because the handbrake weren't good enough and the lights were left-hand drive, and obviously got to be right-hand drive for this country. Well, when we were on the MOT bay and he was showing me the lights, all of a sudden that's when that leak popped up. Well, I felt as if I had to be a little bit angry at the motorhome for doing it. You know what I mean? So I was like, bloody thing. Oh, I spent so much time on this bloody... inside I didn't... It is what it is, you know. But because I was in there using up their time, I felt like I had to display a little bit of anger. So I was going, oh, bloody thing. You know, oh, it looks like I'll have to get rid of it, or I'll have to scrap it, bloody thing, blah, 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 you know. I felt like I had to, because if I'd have just said... If I'd have just gone... Oh, well... They might be sitting there thinking, bloody hell, he's leaking on our MOT bay, putting water everywhere, you know, wasting our time now. I feel like you have to be a bit angry. I'm not, I don't have much emotion. I mean, I'm a very laid back. If something happens, what can you do, you know? It's just one of them things. You fix it and carry on with life. So that's, yeah, it's one of them things. And so does anyone else do that? I mean, there's loads of times at work, you know, in front of your boss. Like if your boss weren't there and something happens that shouldn't happen, you know, something breaks, or somebody makes a mistake, you make a mistake, something happens, and your boss ain't there, you're just like, oh, all right, and carry on. If your boss is there, you feel like you got to go, oh, bloody hell, these people are bloody useless. Bloody hell, and all this, you know, and oh, this is ridiculous. What ridiculous? Look, I can't believe that's happened. Can't believe it. What stupidity, you know? But if he ain't there, you don't feel like you got to say nothing like that. You feel obliged. You got to. Otherwise, they think you don't care. Alright, you lot. I've just finished work. They ain't phoned me yet about the MOT, but they close at 2 o'clock. So what I'll do is, I should hope. Well, fingers crossed. I mean, I'll get home before 2 o'clock. I should do. Unless there's some stupid gay traffic again. But anyway, I'll just, if they haven't phoned me by then, I'll just go and get it. But it should pass. It should pass this time because, and I'll tell you why, I've done everything well it failed on. Everything that they asked me to do, I've done. So there should be no reason why it should fail again. And then I better go on a lovely Talbot Express adventure.
So that should be interesting, but it's going to be a long drive, and she's, I mean, I'll give her a do, she does try. She says, well, it's only
There's
5
Frank
hours.
talking about caravan holidays.
5 hours with an empty road and at 70 miles an hour. We are towing at 60 mile an hour with lots of googans on the road.
There's his thing, googans. Oh, bloody hell, you lot. So it's the next day now. There's a lot of rain going on out there. The Talbot passed the MOT. She passed her MOT. The handbrake still needs a bit of looking at, but it's good enough to pass the MOT, so it passed the MOT, which is good. There's a few other things I need to look at, the load sensor and all that kind of stuff. He said that it had a coolant leak, the water come out on the floor everywhere, but when I looked at it, all it is coming out the overflow pipe on the header tank, because when I didn't get to drive it, did I? So when I done all the coolant leaks and everything on the head and everything like that, I put the rad flush and flushed it all through, and then put coolant in it, put antifreeze in it, and I didn't get to properly bleed it, did I really? I didn't get to properly, because I didn't get to drive it. I couldn't have it ticking over too long on the driveway because the old neighbour would die, because the fumes would go through his window. Couldn't get it out on the road, I had no tax MOT. So I didn't really get to do it properly. So obviously driving it from home to the MOT station was the only time, and obviously there was too much water inside the header tank, and what happened was it got hot when they leave it, because they leave it ticking over on the MOT bay. That's what you do, and they get hot, and they check for leaks and boil overs and whatever else. Luckily enough, he didn't fail it on that, but he said it was a leak. It's not a leak, it just was burping it out of the overflow pipe on the header tank. And now it's about half full on the header tank, which is where it should be, because it was full up and it shouldn't be full up. It needs time to it needs space to expand, because it's a pressurized system. Anyway, so all that is done. Talbot is now drivable, which is good. That is brilliant, because it means I can drive it around, I can get it, keep it moving, because sitting on the driveway doing nothing doesn't do it any good whatsoever. They just start to seize up, and that's not good. They got to be kept moving. Every car has got to be kept moving around. So that's good. So in between doing the restoration on the habitation area, the back end of it, I can move it around, I can use it, I can go and buy the parts and put in it, you know what I mean? So that's a good bit of progress. Very, very happy with that piece of progress. Some people have asked about the GoFundMe page and all that kind of stuff, what's going on with it. Well, I've still got the GoFundMe page up. Nobody's donated to it. I haven't pushed it, I haven't done anything with it. I haven't advertised the GoFundMe page, because I don't want to beg people, you know what I mean? It's my problem, not anyone else's. I mean, if any of you do want to help, there is a GoFundMe, or the better way to do it actually, because the GoFundMe page, they take a percentage of that money. You know what I mean? Like when the people who sold me that motorhome, I told them, they asked how it was going, blah blah blah. We was meant to be keeping in touch, and I said, well, it's got a lot of damp in it, I didn't realise. And they were like, oh my god, I'm so sorry. And they sent me £100, right, in the GoFundMe. Well, I only got 90 quid of that, because GoFundMe took 10 quid. So if you do want to send me some money to go towards that project or anything else, you can either do it by doing a super thanks when you send me some money, and I get it direct from YouTube. I get every single penny of it. Or there's a PayPal link in the description to every single video. You can just send some money through the PayPal link as a gift, and that way I get every penny of it, and it doesn't go to anyone else as any fees or whatever else. If you do want to help, but I haven't been pushing it, I'm not doing anything. I'm working every single hour that I can possibly work to get money in order to pay for it. But we've got Christmas coming up and all that bollocks, so I don't know how long it's going to take. It might take a long time. But yeah, people keep asking. I don't like to keep going on about it, but people keep asking about it, you know. I keep getting comments, how's it going, Talbot, you know, restoration and all that. It is a slow progress, but I am getting there. Like I say, I'm just working all the hours I can work, Saturdays, everything I can do in order to get enough dollar, in order to buy all the bits and bobs that I need to be able to do it. So yeah, there we go, you lot. Proper happy, really good progress, and what else can I say? over the moon. And in case any of you haven't actually like been watching any videos, I've got this little bike here, and we've got this little bike here. These ones, little mini BMXs, good because the kids can ride them, and also they're strong enough that an adult can ride them, so I can ride them. This one is in good condition. Needs a little bit of work doing on the chain and the crank, but it's all right. That's in good condition. This one is all rusted up. I got it freed up a little bit, but it needs properly going through, and the tyres keep going flat and things like that. But the thing is, we're going to paint them up, and they're going to be good. And what we've decided is they're going to be like Talbot bikes, because they're so small and easy. I do plan on getting a bike rack on the Talbot at some point to put the proper bikes on, but until then, this one and this one we're going to be taking around in the Talbot, so we're going to have little bikes to ride around whenever we go out and about, because they're so small and easy to transport. So we're going to have a Talbot, a nice motorhome with bloody Talbot bikes. I might even get some Talbot stickers, put Talbot stickers on them. How good would that be, you lot? Gonna love it, eh? Anyway, thanks for watching. Maybe a boring video, I can't remember what I filmed yesterday, but thanks for watching. I'll catch you on the next one, and just enjoy yourself and enjoy life, because that's what it's all about, you lot. Take care.